So, I think all we need to do is look up, where is it? The Brew of Sleeping, which is, I believe, something you can only use on yourself. That's okay. Also, Brew Flowing Spirit would be nice, but you can only brew it in the spirit world, so we'd have to be there first. Alright, so we need purified milk, a cookie, a brew of love, a whiff of magic, an icy needle, and a water artichoke globe. Okay, so brew of love and purified milk. I don't know what those are. Everything else we have. So brew of love. Where's that? There it is. We need a whiff of magic, a rose, a water artichoke globe, a golden carrot lily pad, cocoa beans. Do we have a lily pad? I think I used them all up making some, yeah, leaping lilies, which are interesting things from witchery that allow you to, what, you jump higher when you're standing on them? Something like that. Let's take off our weighty feet, put on our super fasty feet. There we go. We'll grab a few lily pads. Why do I want to go to the spirit world? Well, because there's 2 items there that are quite important to get. Actually, I think that there's only 2. And you can only get them by taking like 2 trips, because one of which only happens if you're having a nightmare, and the only one happens if you're having a good dream. And it's all has to do with the spinning wheel. There we go, lily pads. I knew they were nearby. Seriously though, if you guys have any tips on summoning a demon to not get Fwipp trapped in quicksand, not blow up the house. Because I've noticed that, you know, in some of my things, blowing up the house has been far too common. I've been building alvearies underneath the small flower forest I seem to have acquired. And the thing is, I've only just now managed to pull out the lightning aspect from the energetic bees and inject them with no effect serum so that they can stop calling down lightning strikes and burning down the rest of my forest. Absolutely horrible. Okay, so I haven't actually shown brewing on screen, so let's show you how that works out. So to start off with, you need to obviously put a bucket of water in your kettle. I don't know if anything's accidentally fallen in it or not, ever since I did it last, but in case it did, there would be little black particles, wouldn't there? No, there just seems to be smoke, but I'm going to need to do this twice anyway. So anyway, basically step 1, fill your kettle with a bucket of water. Good, okay. Step 2, for this one, where we're working blah blah blah. Where we're making the brew of love. Rose, whiff of magic, water artichoke globe, golden carrot, lily pad. Okay, cocoa beans. I don't think there's an order. I think, you know, just like when you're eating food. As long as it's all there, you're good. Alright, golden carrot. We should have lots of cocoa beans. Yep, from those valiant bees. What else was it? A rose. Water artichoke globe. Okay. Oh, no, not rose red. Specifically a rose. Very important. Okay. No water artichoke globes. Well, that's because I grabbed all the specific witchery items and I threw them in this obsidian chest. Because they weren't all that important. Not really. For other things. Whiff of magic, and then we're good. Okay, whiff of magic. They ever tell you that these lovely little potions actually fit on a potion shelf? Fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. I'm going to need more whiff of magic, which is just melt down a few saplings in your witch's oven. And the more fume filters that you've got attached to it, the better it is. I could also add filtered fume funnels, but that's silly. Also, still the same fortune. Yep, until that happens, well, and whatever that means happens, that won't happen. Okay, I mean, I won't get a new one. Okay, so, water artichoke globe. Golden carrot. Cocoa beans. Whiff of magic. One. Oh no, that's the Emmy chest. Oh god. So, because I threw the ender pouch into it, the brew has gone bad. So what you need to do to fix that Add water and it'll reset. That or use... Oh my god. And that's why it's a good idea to always clear your hotbar. I just deleted an ender pouch. Thank goodness that wasn't something super important such as the storage... Such as my pickaxe. Yeah, that could have been bad. Okay, so, once again, very, very important to set this up. Because one misclick later, and look at that, I've lost... Well, I can make another ender pouch very easily. But that's not the point. That could have been a lot worse. What am I missing? Cocoa beans. And if you're curious, the Brew of Love itself is an item you can use to make your animals breed, you know, because that's a thing in Minecraft. Woo, right? Super special awesome time. Oh, I don't need circle magic right now. Just need to double check that I've got everything except the water artichoke globe. Right. Which is good because NEI doesn't tell you what this stuff is good for. Like the charged attuned stones. You'd think there's not a lot of use for that, but I needed one to create owls, so yeah. Okay, so starting again. This time with feeling. Water artichoke globe. Whiff of magic. Cocoa bean. Rose. Golden carrot. Lily pad. Oh. And when there's white bubbles and little green effects, you know you did it right. Now, the thing I forgot about is, in order to acquire it, you need a bottle. Plain empty bottle. And when you're brewing things, it might be a good idea to have some witch's robes on so that you get extra brews, right? Because this might give me 3. And it did, look at that. 3 brews of love. I really should look into making those witch's robes right now then, before we go any further. This might be an episode of Fwipp going all over the place to complete a few things, but trust me, it's a good idea, especially since I can't get Baba Yaga's hat, which is what I really wanted all along. So we'll type in the word witch. Every important witch really should have some robes on anyway. What am I waiting for? Answer me that, eh? Let's find it. Let's find it. Witch's robes. Here we go. I'm going to need some golden thread, some impregnated leather, and a creeper heart. Now, I believe I already made the golden thread with the spinning wheel in preparation for being awesome. There it is. The problem, of course, then, is impregnated leather. How do you make that? And the hat, of course, needs some as well. Leather, whiffs of magic, diamond vapor. Whiffs of magic is rowan saplings. Well, I shouldn't have a shortage of that. Look at my massive forest outside, unless I happen to be an idiot and use all my saplings. No, we got like 29. That's great. So, I don't know how much we need. Probably 12. Probably 12 whiffs of magic at most. But we'll just throw that in there. And you'll see with the fume filters, I have a much better chance of getting a whiff of magic. Look at that, right on the first try. Yeah, that's what I thought. We'll let that brew up a moment. And the impregnated leather is also going to take leather. Well, we had a cow farm. It was fairly good. Somehow all the cows disappeared. I suspect they were struck by lightning. I have no idea what else would have killed them. I mean, my golem is smart enough to leave 2 cows so they'll always breed, so I don't know what went wrong. Oh well. Oh, and diamond vapor. We're going to need diamond vapor. I've only got one of those. Okay, let's make some more diamond vapor. I don't mind. You make diamond vapor... Well, first of all... Well, you can use diamond vapor to get refined evil, but... Wait, does it actually say that you need diamond vapor? Maybe I'm wrong. No. No, yeah, you need diamond vapor for this. Okay. So, of course, to get diamond vapor, Oil of vitroli, or vitriol is how I should say it. I just heard so many people calling it vitroli through witchcraft tutorials that I keep mispronouncing it. It's terrible. Vitriol. It's vitriol. Vitroli. I don't even know. It's like, it's not petroleum. I actually don't know what it is. I kind of want to look it up. I'm sure it has something to do. But I made quite a few of them earlier. It's just foul fume, I think. Used with quicklime, maybe? Something like that. Anyway, the distillery is a great thing. An absolutely great thing that needs power from your altar and really helps you move up the ranks of witchery. Because if you don't build a distillery, you can't get gypsum. Right? And gypsum here is made with foul fume, which is cook food in your witch's oven. Gypsum you just saw is used to make your ritual chalk. So if you don't get into distilling, you can't get into circle magic. And you need an altar for the distillery. So although there's not exactly a specific progression in witchery, you kind of need the basics of all things, I think. You know, the witch's oven first, maybe the altar next, then the distillery, then the kettle. Anyway, there's our diamond vapor. Hopefully that'll be good enough. How's our whiffs of magic doing? Because it stopped cooking. Well, we got 7 out of... Oh, no, wait a minute. Yeah, we got 13 out of 16, so that is extremely better used. I think the third fume filter doesn't actually work. So let's just do that thing again where we type in impregnated leather. And just shift-click the recipe into our crafting terminal here. Now this will make us 4. I can't remember how much we need. I know it's at least 8, if not more. So let's just do it live. I've got a crafting module in my Power Fist. As far as I'm aware, I just need a glowstone dust and a creeper heart to make the other pieces. Now, I could make the necromantic robes, which would mean that zombies don't fight me. I think that also still has a brew chance. But we need to create a necromantic stone for that, and I don't particularly think we exactly need it right away. No, but it might as well make the basic stuff first. So, for that witch's hat, which is, of course, something that every witch should have. Impregnated leather, glowstone dust, and pretty sure just a string. No, I'm wrong. Great. My bad, it was 2 strings and more leather. Oh, no. No shoddy workmanship can be appreciated. Nope. Witch's hat. Beautiful. Now time to make the other piece, which needs... Yeah, okay, at least another dosage of leather. It's fine. I kind of expected this. And now we can make it. So, a creeper heart, a golden thread. Weird that the creeper heart can also be transformed into 5 gunpowder. That's totally not a recipe I would ever use. Oh, this is regular leather. Curses. Leathered again. Don't need that. And with 1 left over, the witch's robes. Awesome. Okay, let's put these on and see how awesome we look. Because, trust me, the look is a big part of it too. So the robes and the hat. Yeah. Let's look at us from an F5 perspective. There we go. Looks a little weird with the black jester's hat poking out of it. But, you know, just in case the other team happens to see me out in the wild, I think I am actually pretty ready for PvP now. Because they said wear a hat from the hat mod if you want random PvP encounters. And for the impregnated leather, the only other thing I could possibly do with that is, well, necromancer's robes. Which means, well, creepers won't ignore you, but whatever. Shoes that will freeze water. Man, unfreezing water's annoying enough. Turns level of intensity. No. Biting belts. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Seeping shoes. Remove the poison effects when standing on the ground. Well, since I realized that the apiarist gear that you put into your power suit to avoid bee poison doesn't work, still, I don't know. I don't think it ever worked. Actually, let's take that with us. Maybe we'll end up making that later, but it takes diamond vapor, so I'm in no exact... Did I just get attacked by a zombie on my roof? What the bloody hell, game? Where did he come from? Maybe I should have made the necromantic robes anyway. Is he dead? He has no head. Well, that scared me. They must be... I don't know. There's a magnum torch in our house. There shouldn't be an issue that there's a giant tree over us. Plus, it's dawn, so where did he come from? The world may never know. Oh man, I took damage. Well, even if they did take damage, I do plan on enchanting those. So here's something that we can do to make sure that we enchant them. We'll put them in the osmotic enchanter. But first, oh, I forgot I don't have my jetpack. But first, Hannibal should have at least left the arcane reconstructor around here, right? I mean, that thing's very important to me. There we go. Yes, thank you, Mr. H. And that oh, why did it turn it brown? Ooh! And there we go! Perfect, normal witch's robes. Speaking of that, let's go grab our wand and show off the osmotic enchanter in case I didn't. I know this is all kind of everywhere, but very shortly we'll have the brew of whatever, sleeping. We'll have extra brews of sleeping because that recipe is annoying, and having more of them is a good idea. So we will have it over here to our osmotic enchanter, which basically takes vis instead of levels of experience, and as long as you've got lots of nodes around your house, that means enchanting it is ridiculously amazing. So we've got protection, fire protection, blast protection, projectile protection, respiration, and aqua affinity. All things I could put on the hat. Delicious. Okay, well, I don't plan to swim anytime soon. Although if I did, respiration is a nice ability. Projectile protection, blast protection, fire protection. Let's just go with actual protection. And we'll just max that out to level 4. That sounds good. That'll take 72 Terra and 50 Perdido. Oh, also, something good to have is an ender pouch with always your thaumaturge's gear in them, because that'll discount whatever vis you use. I believe it also works for this. I could be wrong, but it's also very nice and pretty. I could dye this, but I like purple. Okay, so for the hell of it, I could also throw on respiration or aqua affinity. Ooh, respiration 3. Okay, so that means we're going to need 50 Perdido, 24 Ordo, 48 Aqua, 72 Terra, 38 Air. Base, that's base, right? And we just hit start. Ah, and we just kind of wait here. It's a fabulous invention that sort of, well, according to the Reddit community, breaks the game because it makes enchanting not only ridiculously easy because you're not actually paying levels. There we go, Witch's Hat. And that cost me peanuts. Let's be honest here. I could just drop this wand, the compound wand focus, and we are good. Oh, you're probably wondering why I didn't fall to my death off the roof. Slow fall, ascent boost. So, I can jump a little higher, and I'm automatically slowed down before touching the ground. I don't know if it's overpowered or not, but being able to choose and not even needing experience levels is certainly something else, ain't it? Actually, give me that. It'd be quicker right now if I could just target you directly. Which ain't bad. So how's that look? Just need some aqua. It's okay. We've got that everywhere, don't we? Right there. Oh, whoops. Forgot. This wand is actually currently set with the fly thing on it, which ain't so bad. I just don't particularly see myself needing it. It's just that focus also happens to have Frugal 3 on it, as you might have noticed me infusing it. Of course, now that I can have the Osmotic Enchanter, there isn't a real big purpose to flying or enchanting with the other thing or whatever. And the other thing that's completely broken about the Osmotic Enchanter, and I don't mean broken as in gameplay, but broken as in Magic the Gathering, man, this card is broken, like Skull Clamp, is that even if the wand runs out of Vis while you're enchanting something, go fill the wand back up, come back later, you don't lose any progress, totally fine. Totally fine.